Okay, going back and taking a look at another one of our favorite Badgers before they were Badgers, and continuing looking at guys who played quarterback in high school who were utilized at different positions once they got to Madison, as was the normal for a long time at Wisconsin. Now we're going to cheat a little bit today, and we're going to go with a guy who started his career with the Badgers at quarterback and it ended at other positions, and that was Tanner McEvoy, who, in my opinion, is one of the most poorly utilized Badgers in school history. He was brought in to do something, and they didn't use him in that way for some reason. I and especially now when you take a look at the offense that Andy Ludwig runs at Utah, why they just ran the bog standard Wisconsin offense with him when he came in, I'll never know. And then when Paul Chryst took over, they just used him as a wildcat in the situations where everybody knew he was getting the ball. And by the way, he still did pretty good. So let's take a look at this film and see if we can see anything that will lead us to believe that there's not a quarterback in this film. Let's take a look. And we're just going to go one straight through. We're not going to start and stop. We're just going to kind of look through things here. So we're in a pro set here to start. Drop back. We're bringing pressure. We're going to step up in the pocket, and you can't teach this athleticism. And again, maybe in the annals of Wisconsin football, he came to Madison a decade too early. But this kind of athleticism is what we look for in the quarterback position these days. All right, compress 3-by-1. A little fake in the QB sweep. Step back. Get it downfield. Put it up high. Nice ball. Yeah, it's probably a drop. But anyways, he did what he could. Drop back wearing a wheel. Gonna back shoulder the wheel. Easy. Great throw. 2-by-2. Drop back. Little slide with his footwork. Catch him up the seam in a 3-by-1 look. Had some pretty good teammates here on this Bergen Catholic team, that's for sure. Another big gain. Okay, coming out again. 3-step drop. Shuffle, shuffle. Rifle downfield. Looks like a dig from the outside coming across. Again, QB sweep here. Now we're just going to show straight athleticism. It's so fun sometimes watching this high school film when you just see guys who are just above and beyond in terms of athleticism, how much they stand out at the high school level. But look at that speed. Okay, 2-by-2. Got a little bit of a head start by that number 2 receiver on the top of the screen. But we're still going to hit the bender. Get it inside the 1. Sitting here. Going to hit the dagger again. Nice shot coming back to the outside by that receiver. Drop. Putting up there. Great touch. He had an arm. Wasn't used correctly in Madison, but he had an arm. Here we go. Another one. Hole shot up the sideline. Little tight can work. Gonna work play action off the jet sweep. Back shoulder a little bit. Maybe a little bit underthrown. At number 9. It's a hell of a player. I'm going to look him up. 4 verts. Throw it up. Cafetal, the offense was just geared around sending everybody deep. Let him chuck it up there. He's got the arm for it. Taking advantage of the matchup on the backside. A little semi-roll here. Going to have a 10-yard out with a fade on top. Takes some arm strength to get it up there. Great throw. Okay, QB power. Nimble to get to the sideline. Okay, great feet. Knowing awareness where the sideline is. QB draw. Ran that a lot this year. Easy into the end zone. Okay, here we go again. Quick drop. Hitting the post, or the seam, excuse me. Number 8's right there again. 3x1 now. Drop. Pressure in his face. Still gets it off. That's a great catch there by 31. That's as much 31 as it is McEvoy. Jet sweep. Can hit the seam. Boy, did they run a really wide open offense that year. Holy cow. We're just taking shot after shot after shot. Buying time. Taking off. Great thing when you run an offense where everyone's got their backs turned to the line of scrimmage is you can just take off like that. Well, I formation. Play action. Can hit the out. Good throw. A little bit underthrown. Under center. Play action. Top of the drop. Set up. Get underneath it. Okay, good throw. And what amazes me when I see this is just how we couldn't find a way to use him other than in the design QB run game. Like, instead of trying to make the round peg fit in the square hole, how about we adjust the offense a little bit and let his athleticism shine instead of trying to make him be a pro-style drop-back passer? He's got the arm for the drop-back game, but he works better when he's in space, and he has movement. Roll out, throw him back. Again, they're just throwing it up. But it's a good system. Oh, they're trying to cheat the line with a QB sweep. Can't do that there. Well, I'm going to get a holding penalty there, unfortunately. That's not on his fault. A little late on that hit. He didn't care. He run them over. 3x1. Drop back. Nothing there. We're going to take off. Still got his eyes downfield. Looking. Hits the comeback. Following the scramble rules, number 1 is there. Okay. Inverted veer. Ran this a couple times in Madison. That was his standard wildcat play with Paul Christ. Roll out to his left. Setting up to throw the out. Could be a tough throw for a right-hand quarterback. Okay, naked semi-roll. I like that design. You sell the run action and the boot action away and then set up, come back. Again, sometimes effortless athletic ability is just fun to watch. Okay, QB draw. Again, an open space, a big body like that with speed is going to win every time. Okay, working the deep comeback on the top of the screen. 2-back set. Half roll, full roll to his backside. Throwing up the fade. I mean, it's a bit of a chuck and duck offense. I'll give you that. It's the offense that we all ran in Madden back in Madden 05, 06. Get Michael Vick, send everybody deep, run underneath. But you know what? It works. But he's shown on this film, and we're back up to the top, he's shown the ability to throw on the run, throw with accuracy, have good arm strength, and the athleticism to extend plays. Again, what really, I don't know if bothers is the right word with a quarterback like this, is just how we couldn't find a way to utilize his athletic ability. And instead, we try to fit him into running what goes against the best parts of his game. And we're surprised that it didn't work quite well. Again, imagine here if they just ran with him at quarterback during Melvin Gordon's record breaking year and just running a little bit of zone read with him to making the box players on the defense be honest, spread things out a little bit. Melvin Gordon would have had 3,000 yards rushing, or Melvin would have had 2,000 or 2,500 yards rushing, and McEvoy would have had that. And the play action and the movement off of those plays and RPOs and all that were there. They were in their infancy, but they were there back in 2014. So again, I think Tanner McEvoy was one of the least utilized athletes Wisconsin's ever had. And good offense, smart offensive minds would have found a way to use him. Whether it would be Andy Ludwig deciding to do exactly what Barry Alvarez told him, or Paul Christ running what Wisconsin always does and just not knowing how to use an athlete. But I think if during Tanner's time in Madison, if we would have had an offense that would have utilized his skills, we could have done a lot more than going to the Outback Bowl. All right, so that's a look at back when, before Tanner McEvoy was a Badger. And next time we're going to take a look at another Badger who started his career coming to Madison as a high school quarterback. See you next time.